Hey everyone, so I wanted to make a video a little different than I normally would. So right now we're in the kitchen and there's not a whole lot of stuff on the floor, but you can just kind of see it's the end of the day. There's some crumbs and some grass and some stuff on the floor. So I'm gonna run this Hizero over the floors and we'll see what it can do. It's quickly become a favorite of mine. And what's really nice about this, if you're not familiar with the Hizero at all, is that it's sweeping the floors, so it's picking up all the crumbs and the dirt, but it's also mopping it at the same time. So when I'm done, I will have a mopped, almost dry floor, and I don't have to sweep it all. I don't have to use the broom in the dustpan anymore. You just kind of go around everywhere. It's kind of like using a stick vac. It's just nice and quiet, but it works really well. So as you can see, I've done the better part of half of the kitchen already. And before we go any further, we will just see what it's picked up so far. And this tray was completely empty when I started, so this much just like loose dry dirt was on the floor. And yeah, it picked it right up. And at the same time, not a whole lot of dirty water in there. This is a really efficient machine. It doesn't use a whole lot, but yeah, half a kitchen floor mop with a little, that's the dirty water. We'll see how much it's taken out of. So a little more out of this. When I filled this up, I had it totally filled to the top, couldn't get any more water in it. So not a whole lot of water used at all. The floors, you can see they're a little damp, but not very. A lot drier than if you were to use like a regular mopping bucket. And it's really fast because you don't have to vacuum, you don't have to use a broom. And it's just a really nice, quiet machine. Cordless, I believe it can run up to 90 minutes on a single charge, but with as fast as this picks up everything, I've never had to use it anywhere close to beyond 15 minutes. And the entire house, which half our house is either vinyl or hardwood, but I can get the entire house really cleaned up in 15 minutes or less. And the really nice thing about this in the bathroom is if you have hairspray behind, like around your sink, whether you use hairspray or girlfriend or sister or whomever uses hairspray, this thing will pick it right up faster than my Electrolux Floor Pro floor scrubber would scrub it off the floor. This thing just rocks. I mean, really, it's a great machine. As you can see, I'm getting right under the tables, between the legs. And really, my kitchen floor is clean in just a couple of minutes. So if you're not familiar with what this machine is, this is the Hizero 4-in-1 bionic mop. And when I first heard these were launched, which I believe was back in late 2018, I kind of thought they were a little silly, a little gimmicky, because they promised to sweep your floors, mop your floors, dry the floors, and keep themselves clean, which is the 4-in-1. And I thought, it sounded a little too good to be true. Basically, have totally dirty floors, turn on a mop or a machine, use it like you're sweeping the floors, and have totally clean floors in the end of a couple minutes. And it just sounded a little far-fetched. But then not all that long after they launched, the vacuum store that I frequent got this in, and he was telling me that he actually really liked it, that it worked pretty well. So I went out on a limb and I picked one up. It's probably been a month and a half ago that I bought this, and I will say it is absolutely hands down the best way to clean vinyl flooring. If you have any stone floors, it's supposed to be really good on that, in the grout lines. Now I don't have any, but I've heard that it works really well on that. My big selling point was you could use this right here on sealed hardwood floors, and that is let me show you. I have to run over and turn a light on, but this room here and all the way down the hallway is all hardwood floors, and the only way that I could keep these clean was if I used a flat mop, and like a Bona mop, and then I had my floor scrubber and my mop that I used to clean this floor and the bathroom floor, and it took a long time and you had to sweep before. So to have this that can do all the floors, one pass, their sweep, their mop, they dry within a minute or two. It's really a great product. They do come at a pretty hefty price tag. These normally are sold for about $500, so they aren't cheap, but when you pay $500, I would say, in my own opinion, that this is definitely a $500 product, as far as what you get out of it, the convenience, the easy use. I mean, really all you have to do is this button back here is your clean water tank, and that's another thing. With the Hizero, you only have to use tap water. You don't have to use any cleaners, anything other than water straight from your sink. So clean water up here, dirty water down here, and you can see after I went over my floors, and I just ran this thing this morning, but it works really well. Doesn't use a whole lot of water. And then you have up front here, you have your dustpan here, and then as far as other maintenance, you push one button, this brush will slide out, and there will be hair. If you have any long hair, dog hair, anything like that, it'll get wrapped around this, and it's actually meant to get wrapped around this. All I do is I hold it, obviously with my other hand holding it, pull down with this hand, just wrapped around the brush roll, and all the hair comes right off of it. Dump your dustpan out, and 3 or 4 minutes of cleanup, and however long it takes you to just push this thing around your house, and all of your hardwood or your hard floor cleaning is done. So really great product that I would definitely recommend anyone thinking about getting it. Go for it, get it, because it will make your life that much easier. So that is the Hizero.